Hi witches and ghouls, welcome back to my channel, Witchy by Nature. Hopefully you can't hear a lot of echoing. I have some stuff beside me. That is my husband's. It's a metal garden bed that we have not put together yet, so it's just sitting here in the living room. So if you hear a little bit of echoing, I'm sorry. I also have a new mic, so hopefully that will be better and I don't sound too echoey either with that. I don't know how that's gonna work, but oh well. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a little haul with y'all. Haul with y'all. I like it. Of the stuff I have recently purchased. All right, so some of these are gonna be Christmas presents, or I guess at least one of them is a Christmas present. To someone who follows me will see this, and you better not tell my husband what his Christmas present is, or I will fist fight you. Yeah, my sister, she watches these videos and she's subscribed, so I'm watching you. Let's get started on the stuff that I got from Amazon. The first one I got is this Nordic ship. That's a shot glass holder. And we're going to unbox this together, and I will rebox it up. And hopefully, if I remember, I will gift wrap it later. If not, I will probably have my mom do it for me. Because I am terrible at gift wrapping. And hopefully with these style of videos, like the hauls I plan on doing, because I do buy a lot of stuff all the time, hopefully it will be minimal editing, but I'm not entirely sure. But hopefully I can get some of this in frame for y'all. Oh god, the styrofoam. It's awful. Okay. I'm gonna just take the shot glasses off and set them right here. So we'll just be looking at the longboat, but this is what it looks like. It actually looks really nice. I actually like that. From Pacific Giftware. Nice, nice. And it holds 3 shot glasses. My husband is really into Nordic stuff. Like, he has books on heathenry and stuff. He doesn't read them though, so I think he would be interested into getting into more like the heathen religion, but his priorities are other places. So this Nordic ship was about 30 bucks on Amazon. I do get free shipping. I am on a yearly Amazon subscription for like $100 every year. So I can get free shipping throughout the year, free fast shipping. So I really like that aspect. So I got this really early because I was scared it was going to be out of stock really soon. So I have a shopping problem, just so y'all know. But yeah, I was really scared it was going to be out of stock pretty fast. So I decided to go ahead and get it. I do see that, where was it? On this side, if you can see, there's like some red paint on the bottom. So you know someone is hand painting this stuff. But I'm not entirely sure who does it. I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit before he gets it as his present. I sort of told him what it was earlier in the week when I got it. And he was like, oh, why don't you give it to me for my birthday, which was last Friday, November 12th. Oh god, there's a whole story behind his mom not wanting him to be born on like the Friday the 13th, but that's a whole different story. But anyway, yeah, his birthday was November 12th, so that was like last week. And so it's kind of like a late birthday present, but I wanted to give it to him for Christmas. Just because I'm not entirely sure what we're doing for Christmas. I don't know if we're gonna be staying here, if we're gonna be going up to Virginia for the holidays. I am vaccinated, my husband's vaccinated, everyone in my family is vaccinated. I'm not entirely sure about his side of the family. I'm pretty sure some of them are vaccinated, or at least the ones that we hung around with are vaccinated. So we're being safe. Yeah, this is a really nice present. It's very, very weighty. I like that. My husband, like I said, he likes Nordic stuff, and we both love alcohol. Not like we're alcoholics, but like every Saturday, almost every Saturday, we'll have people who come over, who are vaccinated, by the way, come over and we'll hang out and we'll drink a little bit. So we kind of have like a somewhat party life, but it's not that big. It's just like very close friends of ours that come over just to hang out for a little bit, but that's it. So I thought this would be the perfect gift for him. So, all right, let's put this back up. This might be a very long haul video. I do not know. I don't want to put it back in this plastic bag. See, this is another thing I don't like it when stuff comes in like all this plastic stuff, because it just, I don't know. Save the earth, people, damn. Like, choose more sustainable packaging besides plastic and styrofoam. Like something else. They make biodegradable peanuts, like packing peanuts. Like, why wouldn't you use that instead? But whatever. We have this one I bought a while ago. It's called The Complete Irish Pub Cookbook, the best of traditional and contemporary Irish cooking. I'm actually not entirely sure who wrote this or, collaborated on it. New Recipes by Christine McFadden. Home Economy by Lincoln Jefferson. Photography, Mike Cooper. Cover design by Geoff Boren. I've actually tried a couple of these recipes for Samhain, like this. If you can see it, this Colcannon recipe. It was really nice. We had that. This says Colcannon is a traditional Irish dish often served at Halloween. In some families, the cook will hide lucky charms or coins in the mixture. I didn't do that this year. Maybe next year, I don't know. It's just me and my husband that usually just hang out by ourselves on Halloween, so. These are said to bring the recipients good luck or fortune. This version uses cabbage and scallions, but you can use kale and leeks instead if you prefer. I definitely used kale, but not leeks. I used kale instead of the cabbage. I don't really like cabbage. It's just to me, but I can say it was like an A+ with this Colcannon. I didn't go exactly by the recipe. I did use instant potatoes from Idahoan, just because this was like a very last minute decision, like the night before, and I didn't want to go to the grocery store. So we had a lot of this on hand besides the potatoes. We had everything else, which has butter, light cream. We had kale already, scallions, which we have like freezer dried, and salt and pepper. And there was this other one called buttered kale with chives and lemon. If you can see that. That was really good, except I put too much sea salt flakes on it, so it was very salty. But next time, less salt. But this says here, kale is a sturdy crop that features regularly on the Irish menu, particularly in winter. In this recipe, it is lightly cooked and seasoned with lemon zest and chives to complement the rich and earthly flavor. Serves 4 to 6 people, 8 ounces of kale, grated zest of 1 lemon, 1/3 cup of snipped chives, a large pat of lightly salted butter, sea salt flakes, and white pepper. We had all of that already, so we didn't have to go out and buy anything. But that's another thing we had. And then I made salmon patties from a different recipe online, but there is a recipe in here for fish patties, I think. Hold on. And honestly, most of this stuff in here sounds really delicious. So eventually I'll get to the rest of them to cook, but the 2 I made in here were delicious. I loved them. I'm trying to get more into my Irish ancestry, my heritage, I guess you would call it. So I'm actually trying to learn Gaelic, but so far that's like going very slowly. I'm doing it on Duolingo, whatever. But yeah, I did a 14-day streak, and then I've been like poop for like the last 2 days, and I've been sleeping nonstop, been in pain. I'm on my monthly cycle. It sucks. But anyway, sorry, I'm gonna find this. It's called Fish Cakes. But pretty much it's pretty much like salmon patties, but you can do like different types of fish instead of just salmon. So it says you can use cod, halibut, salmon, or turbot. I don't know how you say that, but oh well. But yeah, it's pretty much salmon patties. It was, the one that I found online was really good. This one was $9 on Amazon. I highly recommend this book. Very good recipes so far in here with the sides. So I definitely recommend this book. So this one, Southern Cunning, Folkloric Witchcraft in the American South. I have actually read this before. I've read it on Scribd. I have a Scribd account and a subscription, so I can read as many books as I want for like $10 a month. By the way, this is not sponsored. I am not big enough for sponsorships. So right now I have like 11 subscribers, and like 2 of them are people I know in real life, which is hilarious. But anyway, this is a really good book. I do want to say that Southern Cunning definitely means Southern United States, and it mostly has Christianity stuff sprinkled in, because I mean that's kind of what cunning means. It's someone who pretty much is a Christian or has Christian ideals, but they also practice witchcraft. It's not really witchcraft. They don't really call it witchcraft. They're either called like sorcerers or people like that. Witch was considered a bad term back in ye olden days. Pretty much like white witch kind of vibe going on there. But yeah, Southern Cunning is actually a really good book. This right here, I'm actually making currently. It's been in the laundry room for about 2 months now. But it's called like Devil's Club or something like that. It's called the Devil's Club. It's pretty much used to like banish spirits or vibes or energies that you want to get rid of in your house. But it's like kind of like a last resort type of thing. It's like if you really need to get something out of the house. It's not like, oh, you do it every week. I mean, you can, I guess, if you want to, but it says in this book it's like more like if you really need to banish something from the house, like a spirit that needs banished from your house that's causing mischief and misfortune and stuff like that. So, but I really like this book. I've already read it, like I said. This was about $12 on Amazon, so it's pretty good price for it, I think, for about, how many pages is that? If we don't count the footnotes, but we do count the closing thoughts, this is about 132 pages. So $12 for 132 pages, I think it's worth it in my book. A Handbook of Saxon Sorcery and Magic, Wyrdworking, Runecraft, Divination, and Wortcunning by Alaric Albertsson. This I haven't read. I actually had it in my Amazon cart, or I guess your saved part, for like a while. This is more about Anglo-Saxon stuff. Anglo-Saxon like witchery and stuff. It's not, every time I say like witchery or something, I don't literally mean like witchcraft or stuff, but like whatever they consider magic I usually just say witchcraft, but I know a lot of people are like, that's not witchcraft, that's not witchcraft. This is witchcraft though. And I do have a video on that where I do explain what is and what is not witchcraft. I will link it on this side or this side, whichever side it is. And I'll have it down in the description below for y'all to click on if you want to watch that as well. But yes, I also wanted to get into Anglo-Saxon magic as well. I've been trying to find more books on stuff like this because definitely I'm very European. So I'm definitely trying to get more into like my Irish ancestry, my English ancestry. I even have some Germanic and French ancestry that I'm wanting to look into, but those are kind of, the French one's kind of hard to look into. I've been trying to look for stuff like that, but it hasn't been working out very well. This is $18. Like I said, I haven't read it yet, so I don't know if it's worth the price, but it looks interesting. It definitely goes into the runes and other stuff like that. I do have a book on just runes themselves, but I don't remember what it's called, but maybe I'll put it up in the thing so that you can see what book I have. I might have just gotten rid of it. I get rid of books all the time. Especially if I know I'm not using them anymore. I try and give people books, people who I know would like the books. So I'm usually like pushing books I have bought and that I either don't read, aren't interested in, or I have read and they're not useful to me anymore. I kind of just give them to other people. On the back here it says it's like 20 bucks, but I got it for 18 on Amazon. So I don't know, we'll see. Now this one, Celtic Folklore Cooking by Joanne Asala. I've read a little bit of this book. It definitely has some Wiccan undertones, just a little bit. Wicca is mainly Celtic, so of course you're gonna see a lot of Wiccan influences in these type of books because they're pretty much like synonymous with each other, or at least some people think it is, but yeah. But what I like about this book is they actually go through and they tell you with like each recipe at the bottom what holiday is it associated with. So this one, Welsh Posset Cup, is associated with Ostara and Mabh. Some of these recipes, they don't really tell you how to make them. It's kind of just like a paragraph, while a lot of the other ones are like actually telling you what the ingredients are, how to make it, and stuff like that. And they do have like a few stories in each chapter. I'm not entirely sure how many stories there are in here because I just read the introduction, and then they also have like the holidays. So I think the 8 Sabbats. They also talk about Esbats and stuff, and the recipes that you could make for Esbats, which is like moon festival, moon celebration type stuff. That's what an Esbat is. Yeah, they have Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Midsummer, Lunasa, Mabh, and Samhain, which is the 8 Celtic holidays. I don't know. I've seen conflicting information saying there's only 4 major festivals that the Celts had celebrated, and then I've seen, oh, well, they've also had other celebrations as well that coincide with all 8. And honestly, do you do you. I mean, unless you're like a Celtic reconstructionist, it shouldn't matter. But anyway, I haven't tried any of the recipes in here yet. I was just looking through, and I found this hot cross bun one that says that it is associated with Ostara, Spring Festivals, and Good Friday. For some reason, I always thought hot cross buns were for Good Friday, but also for like All Souls Day. I'm not entirely sure why I thought that. Maybe I'm getting it mixed with like soul cakes or soul cookies or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. They definitely go into a lot, very detailed. Like, they have a lot of chapters. One's like beverages, the other one's like breads, porridges, and breakfast, and then milk, eggs, and cheese, and then soups and stews, and then vegetables, and then fish, shellfish, and seaweed, and then meat and wild game, and then desserts. They have a lot in this book, which, if you don't count the last 10 or so pages, this is a 353-page book full of recipes, chocked full of recipes. So if you like have the time to go through this book and actually look through the recipes and see what types of recipes you want to make, this is a very good deal. This was about 20 bucks. So to me, it's kind of pricey, just a little bit, but 353 pages is a lot of pages with a lot of recipes and even some stories you could read out to family, to like little kids and stuff like that. So next book is from Pagan Portals, Celtic Witchcraft. Modern Witchcraft Meets Celtic Ways by, I'm gonna butcher this name, Mabh Savage. And this one was $12. I have just started reading it, and they definitely talk about more like Irish type of witchcraft. It says Celtic witchcraft, which I definitely think is misleading if someone wants to like just have a general overlook on Celtic witchcraft. They definitely go ahead and say we're focusing on Irish witchcraft, even though it says Celtic witchcraft, which is kind of annoying, but still. But I just started reading it. I just started chapter 2 called Stepping Stones, and each chapter has these Celtic triads, which I'm not entirely sure what Celtic triads mean. Each chapter has one Celtic triad that goes over, I guess, the theme of the chapter. And at the end of the chapter, they sort of talk about what each triad would mean. Or at least, I guess, in their eyes, what the triad would mean. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I haven't read the book fully. I just finished chapter 1. I just started chapter 2. But yeah, I think so far this is a good read. It's by Pagan Portals, so any Pagan Portal book you're gonna get is a very, very short book. If you see how thick this book is, it's very thin. But it's to be expected with Pagan Portals. They don't exactly like go into too much detail about topics. They kind of like glaze over one topic. Like I have a Pagan Portal on Hecate. I think I also have a Pagan Portal on Brigid. Those are very, very short books, but they definitely go into somewhat detail, but not enough detail. They're kind of iffy, so I think so far the book is good. This next book is called The Old Magic of Christmas, Yuletide Traditions for the Darkest Days of the Year. I'm gonna butcher her last name, but her name is Linda Raedisch. This book is $16 from Amazon, and the Amazon reviews, they have said that at the end of each chapter there is a little project to do, and most of them were like, I didn't buy this book for little projects at the end, I just wanted information. And I just thought, that's actually really cute that they give you little projects to do at the end of each chapter so that you have something to do after the end of each chapter. Maybe they coincide with the chapter that, that it coincides with, but I'm not entirely sure. We will find that out later. I'm thinking about doing a review on this later if I read it. If I read it in time, especially. I'm very bad at procrastinating reading. I have like at least 10 books that I need to read right now, and I just haven't read them yet. Or I have started reading them, but I haven't finished reading them. It's terrible. I was diagnosed with ADD when I was younger, and I'm pretty sure it has gotten worse since I've gotten older. So yeah, not entirely sure how that worked. This I don't have on my list, but I bought this book I think earlier this year. It is Wassailing, the British Midwinter Blessing Custom by Simon Reed. And so far this little book of, like, if you don't count the appendix, it is 127 pages, and that is including wassail songs. But this has a lot of information, a lot in just a little bit of a book, because it goes over the different types of wassails or wassailing in this book. So like there's like an apple orchard festival wassail, there's a caroling wassail, there's a drink wassail. It's a lot, and I need to finish this book mainly because I also plan on reviewing this book, but again, my attention span is not there to read. I'm literally going between like 10 or so different books right now, trying to read them all, and I just need to stick with one book and read it all the way through, but that's not how my mind works. I'm just interested in one book halfway through, and then jump to the next book halfway through, and then jump back to the other book, finish that one, and then back to the other one and finish that one. I either got it from Troy Books, which I've been trying to buy more books from the actual publishers recently, except for these I have recently bought from Amazon, so bad me. But I'm pretty sure this one came from Troy Books, which is a UK-based publisher. So it comes from the UK and then ships all the way over here. And I plan on buying more books from Troy Books, but I need money for that first, and bills come first. So, and then play money comes in. But you know how it is being an adult, but it sucks. But so far I really like this book. Like I said, chock full of information. Definitely have to finish it first. So I can actually give y'all a review. But yeah, this is a nice little book. And then I actually have, the next thing is, this is going to be probably too big, but I'm gonna try and show y'all. It's cotton gauze. It's like a scarf. This one is 36 inches long. It's $16 for 36 inches. And then this one I'm wearing was $15, and it was 30 inches. I definitely like the 30-inch one. I haven't tried the 36-inch one yet, but it's really soft. It feels really nice. I bought it off Etsy. I don't really remember the shop name, but I will definitely link it down below, and I will put up a image here of how much it was, what the shop name is and stuff. And then the last item is coffin nails, but I can't exactly show y'all right now what they look like. I actually have them on my altar for Hecate for a special purpose later on this week, which, not the week you're watching, but the week I'm filming this. But yeah, but it's a set of 4 rusty iron coffin nails, which coffin nail doesn't really mean it came from a coffin. It's just the shape of the nail, which means it's more like square up top and then it goes to a point at the bottom. That's what a coffin nail is. It could be used for protection, for hexing, and for some other stuff, but those are like the 2 main things that people use them for, is hexing, cursing, and protection. So, but I am using them for a whole nother reason. I'm not going to get into what it is. I'm probably not going to show you that part. Maybe I might talk about it like later, but maybe not. You might not hear me talk about that. These set of 4, they're 4.5 inches long, and they were about $20 on Etsy. They shipped relatively fast, but yeah, I'm in this space right now because I didn't want to have to go into my room to film, because then I would have to figure out a situation on putting the stuff I'm handling right now somewhere where I could reach it, and I wasn't about to do that. So I'm just sitting in my living room floor behind my husband's chair, beside the couch, and a little bit of where you can see the hallway. But yeah, this obviously isn't a permanent thing. This is probably going to be my space where I do hauls at. most likely. I don't know, we'll see. I might change it up for him or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please do give it a like or a dislike. I don't really care. It's engagement. Comment which items that you thought were cool, cute, or ones you didn't really like or whatever. Subscribe so you can stay and see more videos that I have, and share the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the video today, and I will see y'all later. Bye.